participant from last year's playoff, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Taking on another team from the SEC, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to start us off. The back moving, goes to the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes. On telegraph throws like he did right there, he's going to have to settle in.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You can tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go side.
And you release it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
I'll tell you what, Liz, I'm not taking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much of the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just need to crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Topper. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback moving. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Hilltoppers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Motion from the back. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He'll do it himself. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Easy. Roll it.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
On the ready.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, WKU. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Falcons will hustle to the line. Here comes the option. Finding an escape route. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Okay,
The
ready.
Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Out, 50.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Ready.
And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
Set.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Falcons decide to punt it away. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. There he goes. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wants to go up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive. It's a fumble. At the 35, he's open. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you got to be extra careful with your ball security.
Great place to start for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cook.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Falcons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. The give on the option. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for it.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense trying to take it back. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Offense in an empty set.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals. 5 points of pressure and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll pull it down and run. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd.
Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hilltoppers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Under fire. Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, right at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the toss. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Green 25.
Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Cook. And he's brought down after a nice game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores. One more snap coming before halftime. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Running behind that left side. Still on his feet at the 40. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He almost kicked that thing out of bounds with no penalty into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they take care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And the route is on. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds a little space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
But it's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The Falcons can really attack on this second and short. Sticks it in his belly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Run it with the fullback. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, how about that play call? Third down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
And the Falcons started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
He wants to change this route. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Over the middle into traffic and complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Falcons didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The option look. Now the toss. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'll run the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force.
Yeah, and you failed on first and second. But on third down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
And he makes the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Dangerously close to kicking that one out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Keep it on the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Green 25.
They're testing the right side here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Hilltoppers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting a field goal.
He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up.
Breaks into the open. Shakes off the defenders. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
42 spot.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And here's the deal. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
Surging forward on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
And man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality. They pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
He breaks a tackle. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Nifty run there. Pick up a 6 out to the 25.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Falcons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. They go to the ground. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
He's in open space downfield. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Falcons are rolling down the field.
Well, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
Oh, he is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
325.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Got his man in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Can't get him to the ground. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that.
There he goes. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off?
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 8 over Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Back to pass on second down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on first down. Uncorks one. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Oh, out of space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Air Force. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.